I was gonna go get water, and I realized I already had water. So look at me, I'm prepared, because I'm starting later than I did yesterday, but earlier than my usual start time, which now, according to Twitch, there's a thing that you can set up ahead of time. Also, the music's loud. I'm gonna just turn that down slightly for my own hearing. There we go. I can now, like, set up, like, a schedule thing on, like, my homepage, which I kind of want to, like, check out. I'll at least throw it here so you can at least look at me while I'm doing this. How do I edit this? Because it yelled at me to edit it earlier, and I don't remember how I'm going to get back to the edit panels. I had this whole thing where I could edit it, and I could add in my... I could, like, add, like, a schedule, and I could add, like, all this crazy stuff. I'll report myself. Like, I got to see my new homepage, but I lost it. What if I, like, keep hitting backspace? Or, like, my history. Today. That one. Nope, I've lost it. Alright, well, it's just gone forever. I kind of wanted to find it, but I guess I'll find it at some other point. Whatever. Whatever. Man, time to go. Wow. I really love how every time that I want to start this game, every time I want to, like, start, I have to click over 3 times to, like, do anything. Also, Salvation, how are you doing today? Also, now I can finally look at shit without Joker-looking ass not telling me I can't. Look, Danganronpa death. Wooden box. There's, yep. Alright. I really wonder if they're gonna, like, make the Dangan joke, because this was in 2007, right? Dangan 1 came out in, like, 2008, right? No. Later, right? Because isn't the 10-year anniversary coming up, like, this year? You alright? Well, that's... Alright is good. Dangan 1 was later. Yeah, so I wonder if maybe they'll slip something in, like the 2010X. Yeah, it would have to be 2012, wouldn't it, for the 10-year anniversary being this year? That's the box that had the secret urn in it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Again, you can't tell who's talking. Everyone has the same voice because everyone's talking at the same time. The same year as the Undertale intro. You're right. Man, speaking of Undertale, when are they going to make Deltarune 2? And by they, I mean Toby Fox. But he's been kind of busy, so I'm not, like, you know, I understand, but, like, Deltarune is really good, man. I worked so hard to make the box. You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? I have a hair in my mouth. Unsurprising, as I have hair everywhere on my head now. And I will fix this again. There we go. Love getting hair in your mouth. Don't you love it? It's great. The urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Nick. Mr. Nick, I'm sorry. I can't read. I'm getting better. Each day is practice. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if the mask taken the box, too. Why is there paint all over it? Looks like a signboard. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, this is literally the same thing she said last time. Alright, I wanted to look at the paint, but I guess the paint isn't interesting enough. This door, also not interesting. How about this security camera? It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door of the storeroom. Takes a photo. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think she should make a really scary face. Pearl the criminal. Imagine Pearl just coming in. I guess she did break something in her house. Are children criminals? Should we send Pearl to juvie for breaking something in her own house? Like this? Okay, well that was certainly helpful. You know, why is... I guess he's in a mask, but like, I feel like the security camera is important. She's broken the order. Yeah, exactly. She broke the order in her own house. So like, does that make her a criminal? Up to you to decide, watcher, viewer, peruser, voyeur. Voyeur's weird. I don't know if you guys should refer to yourselves as voyeurs. This is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it's called again? Shichishito. It's literally 7-branched sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Spectator, onlooker. I gotta think of more synonyms. Well, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword, wasn't Mystic Ami holding it? Oh my god, they were in the statue. It's like a Trojan horse. I've solved it. I've busted the case. Wide open. They specifically brought it in. It didn't exist before. Maya had never seen it. It was a Trojan horse. Also, if you didn't notice, I shaved, so now you won't hear the weird rubbing sound when I rub my face. Aren't Trojan horses made of wood? This, that, and the other thing. It has to be legit. It has to be wood. If it's not a wood, it's not a Trojan horse. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like how it is. It was used as a crowbar to open the door. Of course. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Oh, someone got freaky with the sheet-to-sheet. I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atney smashed mask to mask with it. Like this! Fucking ow, what? Maya, I was gonna say Phoenix. Maya, what the fuck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh, my head, my hair! I feel, okay. Do I have like a hair standing straight up? I do. I have like one hair standing straight up. And you can see it in great contrast with my fucking blue wall directly behind me. The character directions in this game are kind of wacky. Yeah, they kind of seem like a bit more like off the walls than before. Can like my hair like cooperate? The ladder has blood paint on it too. Look, a ladder. It's a step ladder. Oh my god, is this the meme? Because I've been hearing about this. I don't remember why, but I heard this interaction recently on the internet. Is this where this comes from? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Alright, sorry. Why do I feel like we have the same exact conversation? Oh wait, it's been a thing since 1.3? I did not remember that. But now I know it comes from this game. I read it on the internet. I think it was on the Dangan subreddit, which would make a lot of sense, honestly, because of, like, you know, Dangan and this having a pretty large overlap. There's fucking paint everywhere. Why aren't we talking about the fucking paint? Makes sense to me. Look what you did over there, Nick. You spilled paint over here. Well, it cuts a perfect corner, so that means that, like, there was something there, i.e. the box. The box used to be over there. How does that help me? I don't freaking know. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color that's outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Such fast logic. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm shooting. I'm spitting facts. Spitting logic. Cracking my knuckles. I didn't actually... Okay, there was some of that cracked. Magic sandwich. You're right. Something today. I've got all of the logic. It's all mine. I've stolen it from you. I am a logic vampire. That sounds like something in a computer for some reason to me. Paint doesn't dry that fast. It wasn't me. Looks like it was spilt several days. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the stain at the bottom of the box. No, you're right. I wonder what it could be. Are we just not gonna get like a clue for that or anything? So that's where the statue used to be. So the statue had the box under it, and it spilled paint. So he was in the statue, or something was in the statue. A person, at least the object was, and it spilled. I don't know. That's my working logic. This game loves to throw things at you in the middle of trials, so like, I mean, everything I could be working off of could just be false. Statue of Mystic Ami is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. You can put it in the office. You can see me playing with the dragon also. Have you guys gotten a good look up at the dragon? This was a birthday present, like last year from my girlfriend. One of the cool things that's really that recent on PC is the game tells you we've already examined something. Yeah, I actually bought the PC version when it was on sale, because I was like, oh, this will be easier than DS streaming, and then I realized, why did I pay for this? I already own the game, and then I refunded it, so they were... Hey, it's Right & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Oh, well, you know, Phoenix, golden calves and all. Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I know something strange. What is it, Pearls? The Mystic Ami? Yeah, it moved. Did it cover up the paint stain, or did the paint stain happen? I feel like it would have had to cover it up, because otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Because it was here yesterday. It covered up the paint stain. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. I feel like there's nothing left here, but I'll look at this anyway. It says Organi. No, Nick, it says organized. You can't just see the last. You just can't see the last two letters. Oh, okay. Sure, Maya. You just whatever. Well, I guess no one else can read it either, because this place is a mess. You must feel right at home, huh? Dude, listen, I scrubbed that toilet so hard. It could have been moved before the paint stain, but the paint stain they said happened several days ago, unless the paint stain really, really dried very quickly. Mask the Mask came, it, like, moved statue, spill paint, but it took several days, yeah. Here, let's fast forward into this. Paint doesn't dry that fast. I guess I was just not reading. Yeah, several days since it was spilt. Splot. So, several days. Unless it just is wrong, but, Looks like the door of the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the secret urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews says we're not allowed in there. If you go in there, I have the authority to kill you. Mr. Nick was a big door with... Oh, boxes. I feel like I've clicked on everything of worth besides, like, these things that... Oh, there's a computer. I did not see that until now. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? I've heard of those, and it's such a cute name. Looks like this computer's for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out, take a picture of them. How about we fucking look at it? It's probably the trap the detective set up. Yeah, let's go. Let me see here. Man, I'm really bad at computers. Phoenix is a boomer, am I right? Gamers? What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out a camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? By his age, he would be a late millennial. But see, that was in 2014. He was 26 in 2019, right? Yeah, I mean, the whole generational thing is so not real. Because, like, there is, like, you know, generational gaps, but, like, a lot of it is how you kind of, like, self-identify, because if I had to look up for a project, like, when does millennial stretch to? And it was, like, the earliest that some people were saying was, like, 1980, and some of the latest people were saying 2005, and it's like, that's a 25-year gap. That is a generation in and of itself. So, like, generations mean nothing, by the way. If you're wondering. It's what you believe you are that matters. It's what's on the inside. I had a point, and I just kind of lost it. Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once. We looked at the ladder, we looked at the store, we looked at the computer, we can't look at the door, there's a light, we looked at the camera, phone, telephone, something, telephone, a telephone. Alright, well, I think I'm done here. Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Hey, hello, Phoenix Wright here. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? That's just what you think. It's just what I think. What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. Alphas don't exist. That whole line of research was faulty. It's not real. It's just a joke. The stuck-up detective's met his match today. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him, are you saying... You captured Mask to Mask? Yeah, did you not know, the alpha and, like, beta, like, animals, like, isn't actually a real thing. It only exists in captivity. When you actually look at wolves out in the wild, it doesn't, it's not real. After reading Life of Pi, So, I mean, technically it does exist, but it's not, like, natural, if you know what I mean. So when people are like, act like an alpha male, they're telling you to act like you're being stuck in a cage for 8 hours a day and force-fed in a bowl. Which, I mean, I guess you could, but that doesn't really seem very alpha to me. Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him! Master Mask surrendered? That's great, so when can we come pick up the secret urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What, something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? Detention center? He wants to talk to you, Mask to Mask, that is. Oh, he killed someone. Great. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon. So Mask to Mask is... Look at me. Look me at... What the fuck his name is. I think it is Look at Me. Way to assume the nature of his crime? Well, I mean, there's only been murders. It would have been cool if there was a non-murder, but, like, there's literally only been murders. Detention center, huh? Oh, this isn't the right place. This isn't the detention center. It'd be cool if there was, like, a non-murder, but, like, it's always been murder. Detective agency. Looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello, is anyone here? Okay, yeah, it's totally him. Hey, I know, let's take a free... Okay, just come back later. There's nothing important here. He is him. He's not in this house. How the fuck do I get there? Do I have to, like, go back here and then go there? Why? Why? Hey, pal, welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? I mean, you just caught a hardened criminal. Not really hardened, but, like, you caught a notorious criminal. Probably get a raise. Probably get the adoration of many. Probably sleep with a lot of women or men or whatever you want, man. You caught the criminal. Your choice. Hey, dealer's hand. Dealer's choice. That's the word. Ace 31-4. You can only select up to 4 places for one place, but why? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you hear the wada from the horse's mouth. Might have to do how it's programmed. Spaghetti coated all over the place. You know, he's right, Nick. He is. He is? If you think about it real hard, we're the victims. Making sure events trigger after getting out of one place. That's true. I mean, I guess. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, let's get the secret urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Well, that's not him. That's not Look at Me. That's Princess Leia. Who are you? Great voice for him, though. You know, I just kind of go with what I feel when it happens. I'm, Mask to Mask? Okay? Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? That's rude, Maya. I'm Ron Delight. Delight? Like delight or delete? The famous Mask to Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a white paper. Great talking to you. This is how Phoenix Wright became the best attorney known to man, by not being able to fucking talk. So you're the Mask to Mask guy? Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no, if you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled Mask to Mask, it's actually Mask to Mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling. Phoenix, what the fuck, man? Dude's already in the prison. Don't do that! Don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity! And a major crybaby, too. So why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole a bunch of priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right? It's not really priceless, Maya. It's like, maybe like $100. Sorry, you know, no higher. This is now Antiques Roadshow. I have a little favor to ask. Yeah, what is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Go talk to Bussy. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back, I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't make promises I can't keep, I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Mr. Damask, could you, like, talk? Yes, sir, I will, I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already at my normal... I'm speaking my normal voice, so I really can't do it. Mr. Damask, about the urn? Oh, yes, the urn! Right away! Yeah, actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't. Enough already, just tell it to us straight, please. I'm sorry, that urn, I lost it. What? How the fuck did you lose it? How do you lose an urn? I guess pretty easily. I mean, you just... It was in the box. Now it's not in the box. Oh my god, wait, Mask Damask isn't the real criminal. It's Look at Me. He's the real bad guy who's been operating. You think that Look at Me was Mask Damask, but what if he was actually another person? A separate person. I have absolutely no claims to sustain this logic, but it has been made. What did you say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. It's a fun voice. I like doing that one. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it, like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train, and you get distracted, and you forget your bag, you know? What, you lost our secret urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on a train just like that? No, I'm just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just lost it somewhere, I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Wow, Phoenix, you know what? He was an art major. It all makes sense. The lore, not hidden lore, but like the lore. Good job. Are you sure this creep is Mask Damask? I need to get like a fucking pop filter for my DS. I keep spitting on the screen. Maya, please don't call him a creep. I'd like to admit, I understand doubts about this guy. You never noticed that? See, here I am, picking up on the tiniest of details. My ear's still like congested. So who is this Jesse person? Please don't talk about my wife like that! Is this guy a cuck? You just figured it was the translators in this game going ham on similes? I mean, I feel like they did anyway, but I wonder if it was even intentional or not, Salvation. I have to wonder if, like, they're just like, haha, yeah, funny thing, and then afterwards they were like, oh my god, we're so smart. I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to come have you all come here. Is it Miss Andrews? Or Adrian? Miss Andrews? Either one? Do you think you could go visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry, naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pepe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. Damask Star Damask's hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Do I have to show him things? Hey, look, I'm an attorney. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. Well, the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that. Alright, you didn't miss anything. He keeps his 100 level Blissies in his hideout. Oh, I remember Blissey farming. That was a thing in Oras, right? With the secret bases? Yeah. Hey, you're lying about something. I don't think that I'm gonna gain anything terribly useful by giving him this. I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. If you're sorry, then why'd you do it in the first place? Man, I think Pokemon Go released the new update that, like, dealt with, like, Corona stuff and, like, made it so you had to, like, go walking less or, like, into less populated areas. I think Pokestop started giving more stuff to, like, cut down on people having to go to, like, populated areas. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of other treasures feel the same. He sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart? Alright, thank you. Fucking Ron Delete. That's his real name. Oh, that's Mask Damask's calling card. Pretty nice looking, huh? Why didn't you say my calling card if you're Mask Damask? Unless it's a persona. In which case, literally, persona, like he's Joker because he's a phantom thief. Come for the haha funny, stay for the ridiculous leaps in logic. I'm not very good at writing, you see, so I bought a little book on how to write business letters and studied real hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. It's to get them to expose their treasure. Man, I'm really tempted to buy P5R, but the problem is I've already played all of Persona 5, and then I started a second playthrough that I only got halfway through in. But, like, I got about halfway through in, so I'm really, like, hard-pressed to, like, buy the game. I also all read all the spoilers already, because I'm a queener, but... I like that thing in the back. That thing in the back is really good. Is this actually the right icon? It's got, like, staples or, like, screws on it on that one right there. So maybe it's not exactly the same thing. Also, are there any haha funny references in this? I can't really tell if there are any in this top picture. There are. I feel like this is a perfect place to hide them, but I can't identify them as the thing. Look on the dresser. It's a crystal ball and the weird machine. I feel like I should know what the crystal ball is from. Is that from like 2-4? I feel like that's what it would be from, or like 2-3. Whatever the circus one was. It is? Oh my god, I'm so smart. It's not a ball. Oh, it's the helmet. It's a helmet. I don't remember. I don't. It's been a while. This is Mass and Mass Hideout. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? I don't remember Salvation. Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right. I'm Desiree. Ah. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, it's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nikki Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am you decided to help my Ronnie. Zoinks, it's the alien. No. God, it's been so long. I can't. I only remember, like very vague details about what happened, and, like, kind of, like, general plot details. Yeah, no, it's lost to me. It's gone. I can't tell you how grateful I am you decided to help my Ronnie. I can't. Why are all my girl voices the same? I need to, like, mix this up, but, like, not be like, because that's boring. Did she really call me Nikki Boy? Hey, did you know that I'm an attorney? Studio, would you look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Oh. Old bags, astronaut. Oh! Okay, there you go. See, you just had to outright tell me what it was for me to remember. That's called assisted recall for the type of memory. Fun fact. And that is what multiple choice questions assess for on a test. And I forget what it's called. It's like blank recall or like dry recall or non-assisted recall for like open-ended short answer. I don't remember what it's called. I'm having a hard time without my assisted recall. Rhonda Light. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest and a bit weak sometimes? A bit? By the way, do you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Really? They said you own the urn and you're doing some shady training at a law office right now. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it may be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. Uh-huh. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He keeps insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me! I stole that urn, he kept saying. As if it was even possible. But you're saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? How did that guy snag a piece like that without knowing he was like a super villain? Me, I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yeah, I'm always my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Racing along with my bike? Like, bike next to her running alongside, or like on her bike? Because that's a really funny image in my head. That she starts her motorcycle, revs it, and then just jumps off and chases behind it. Riding motorcycles like putting your life on the line. It's not that, like, it's more dangerous than a car, but it's not that dangerous. Well, I think it depends on how you ride it, yeah. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly seem like the risk type. Yep. I made it like 2 minutes without freaking it up. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie's incredibly rich and super generous. She's a gold digger! That bitch. He bought me a bike that's so fast it makes your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head started to spin. And talk about a high-maintenance wife. She's a gold digger. Sounds pretty threatening if you're going full throttle all the time. I mean, that's true. Never stopping. So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. I have heard the opposite, actually. I've heard, at least for like, there was an AMA for a armored truck driver. And he mentioned, like, they get paid, like 60K a year, even though, like, they're literally actually putting their lives on the line. I guess because it's not specialized, even though it kind of is. They handle, like, firearms. But, like, they made, like, absolutely no money. Security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to take a spin. Then again, that was just a single isolated incident, so maybe he was just lying. Who knows? Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it, Maya? Well, according to Mr. Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yeah, I always do my best flying at night. Flying. Motorcycle, right? You don't also have a plane? Unless your motorcycle flies, in which case I'm gonna need to put that in the court record. Motorcycle flies. Thank you for your assistance, Desiree. Yeah, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. How are you? I was gonna say, how is she not in prison? And then I remembered, she's rich and white. So, like... When he caught me, the poor man was white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of night. When I came home, he was already fast asleep. So he's got no alibi. What about this? Okay, cool, nothing. In Japan, the second half doesn't apply to most people. You're right. But she's rich. So. Oh, the mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? It's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things. Why I look so happy? She'll look like a 1,000-watt bulb. That seems high to me, but then again, what do I know? Terrific. You can count on me and Ronnie to be there. Sounds like fun. Yeah. And that's... Sounds like that light bulb is starting to flicker. What about this urn? Okay, never mind. Nothing important. Oh, the world where Phoenix can get whipped unconscious by an 18-year-old with blue hair and a whip. God, I wish that were me. Oh, wait. No, not an 18-year-old. Shit! I like them legal. So what do you know about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick. The emblem's top secret. Don't you remember? It's literally plastered on the walls, Maya. Literally, it's right there and right there. Oh, sorry about that. The way she just said top secret was way worse giveaway than I did. Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. How often do you hear the word top secret? Is she gonna say the same thing for this? Oh, okay. Excuse me, what did you look at? Okay, cool. You have absolutely nothing to help me with. Thank you. Why did we come here again, exactly? Was there a reason to like, come here? Hey, dude, I talked to your wife. I guess I should have examined the room. I forgot to do that. Also present profiles. Yeah, you're right. I kind of forgot about that. Hey, do you know? Look at me. Cool. What up, Mask to Mask? How do you feel about that? Mr. Delight, you must know, right? Bet your husband and Mask to Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep, what? Huh? Biggest fan? How do you like Pinocchio? Big nose man? Fucking look at me? Look at me? Lulu? Tallulah? She's over there. I like him. He's neat. I like his big pompous attitude. Yeah, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait, what do you mean when you say delusional? Yeah, that's right. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with him. See, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask. What? Huh? What are you talking about? Delusion. If he's having delusions, is he seeking help? Is he going to a trained professional? Like, if he's having delusions this severe, he really needs to be seeing a professional, possibly being medicated, you know? So, when did Ron first become Mask to Mask? What are you talking about? It's not Mask to Mask. Huh, but, wait, huh? Look at this room! This is obviously Mask to Mask hideout. No, you're totally wrong. He's a real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. Because Ronnie's so timid himself, he looks at heroic figures. Heroic figures, but Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Would that really be true? If he's stolen that urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I mean, he said he lost it. Then why don't you ask him if he's the urn or not? She's a point. Delight isn't exactly a criminal type. Something about Ron's behavior bothers me. He looks so shy and gentle. If his mask is, if he has mask start to mask, then what do? You're right. What happens? I mean, that's the thing is that like I think there's a joke that goes around of like clients who believe they're God, and it's like, well, I mean, if they're God, I'm just dead. But like, if you're not, then we gotta give you help. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, and you could treat me like a bad girl in the bedroom. How old is she? Is she legal? I have to make sure of this. Damn Japanese games having to make me make sure that these people are legal. She's 23. Okay, that's fine. But the one thing I'm gonna stand for is illegal activity. She's married. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, okay. By age, okay. Yes, her marriage means something, but I really tangled myself on in this one, didn't I? Listen, her husband's going to jail. She's going to be very lonely for a very long time. And she's only with him because he's rich. I mean, that's... I don't know. I'm not getting a whole she loves him kind of vibe. I'm getting a he pays for my expensive maintenance kind of vibe. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you got a good heart. Were you to believe in your client? I am believing in my client. She's not my client. I'm in his best interest. Fiduciary responsibility. That's what that word means. I learned that word. It's important to my profession. Somebody free my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? It has some nudes in it. Keep him busy, you know, before our next conjugal visit. A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. You got it. Just relax and leave it to us. You said he's going to jail for a long time? Oh, you're right. I did say that. Well, is he my client? He's not my client at the moment. I don't know. Nothing's even really happened. Here, take this letter. I don't know what's in it. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife. From Desi. Thank you. I actually more like taken. I can't remember his voice. I've already forgotten. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching on that letter so hard the ink is gonna get squeezed out. How fresh is this letter? He looks so happy. I'm telling you, it's got nudes in it. Excuse me. Excuse me. You should write a letter to Missing Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer. In that letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be a lawyer. Huh? I know it's asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Oh my god, is there actually not a murder? Will there for one time not be a murder in this game? That'd be freaking great. But I still need to pin it on someone, because that's how this game works. So, like, who am I going to pin it on? Was it her? Was it his wife? I think it was, due to the fact that I've only met 2 characters. And, I mean, it's 3 characters. It's either Pinocchio. I think it is this guy. He's got the right facial shape. His hair is kind of wonky. I've only met 3 characters. What does it say? Oh. Hey, hang on a second. You can't be a lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims to this Damask guy. That is a conflict of interest. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he saluted himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she'd be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true, or... Actually, no, actually, hard to say. Oh, no, it's spreading! Just like the corona. that was your annual 1 corona joke per stream. 1, that's all I get. No more. Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? I don't feel like it. Don't do it, Nick, he's a thief! I love when games give you the option to just say no, because it's just going to throw me back to that menu. Or it's going to give me the bad end, and then it's going to just be like, yeah, sorry. Mr. Nick, I agree with Mystic Maya. Well, I admit something about this guy stinks like last week's sushi. I guess I really should say no, but if I do that, this poor girl will have no one on his side. Well, Mr. Delight, I have decided to take your case. Really, you will? Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. But Pearly, wait. This is gonna be ugly. I'll go after her. Great. Now Phoenix is destroying his family. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you could have known she'd react like that. I mean, I could have. She's like 9 years old, right? They're not exactly the emotional, like, bastion. I don't know. I was trying to think of a, like, a really strong thing. I don't know why my hand is doing this for strong. I guess I might as well start investigating. This detention center song, it almost never plays in this game for some reason. It reminds me of like Claire de Lune, because like sad piano. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go in and check on her later, right? Okay, and what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm gonna cry. Well, I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get the show on the road. Alright. Let's go look at his house. Big guy. It's Master Mask! There's a tape recorder hanging around his neck. Let me see that! I'll be taking this crowd now. Goodbye. Okay, and it's over. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? Or is it, when I click on this, it's gonna be like, cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame. Look, Nick, it's a fake beard! There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it! Hey, cut it out! Now put on the mask! No one cared who I was till I put on the mask. It's Phoenix the Mask! Let's borrow it for a while. No, I'm not stealing from a thief. I've been enough bad cards. But is it really stealing from a thief? Because then you're stealing from the stealer, so is that really stealing? Because it's already stolen. You're not stealing, you're just elongating the stealing, which isn't as bad as stealing to begin with. What's this green piece of paper? Hey, Nick, look at the top of the chair. An envelope and a letter. Well, don't just stand there. Let's read it. My, we can't do that. What are you talking about? A letter could be an important clue. You can't just read a private letter because you feel like it. Well, okay, I can't look at it. Now, what about this balloon? Oh, that's so cute. That's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow. Wow, good job, Maya. Wow. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. It's proof that Ron Delight really is... Better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebs. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. Unless he, like... Well, he's a security guard, so he would have seen the emblem anyway, right? If he was in a place that got robbed. So maybe he would have knowledge of it outside of the public eye. More so. If he is faking it. There's guns on this. Can I look at the guns? There's a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. Must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. A calling card's an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I think that I need to leave, except if I can talk to you. What if I present you with your husband's face? How would you feel about that? I heard a noise and I don't know what the fuck it was. That was spooky. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, I mean, like, once? One time I've seen him do it? What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband anyway? Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met him to love him so much. Skyrocket. Skyrocket in the sky. Afternoon delight. That song. Isn't that song about having sex in the middle of the day or something? Alright, well, I guess we're just not gonna... How about you? How do you feel about yourself? Long as I got my motorcycle and my Ronnie, I'm happy. That's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and, you know, just a little shopping money and, you know, just some jewelry and maybe a nice watch here and there, maybe a fancy dress. Just those things. Then I'm happy. Just those things. Never heard skyrocket as a noun before. I have only heard it, I think, in the context of that song. Then I'm happy. Now I'm starting to sound a bit greedy, don't you think, Nick? Oh my god, I keep hearing things behind me. I'm being fucking haunted. How do you feel about look at me? No, okay. She's never seen him before. A type of firework that uses a solid rocket engine to rise quickly into the sky where it does things. Is that just like... Is he around now? No? Where the fuck are you, dude? I feel like that's just like a firework, right? Like, how is it different than other fireworks? Creepy looking painting is like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. The rising quickly part? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can please while you paint the toilet. Yep. I realized I messed it up and I was just gonna go with it to see what happened. What words would come out of my mouth. And I don't really like please while painting the toilet. Because that just sounds, how are you painting the toilet? Are you giving it a good whacking? Has it been naughty toilet? I've got a toilet out there. I'm renovating basement. Wow. Adding a bathroom. There will be a bathroom. There will be a toilet not 10 feet from where I sit right now. And it will be on this floor, so I don't have to run upstairs to go to the bathroom. It's going to be fucking incredible. It is right now as it stands still in the box, though. If you have no idea where to go, you might have an idea, but only if I have no idea. Well, I haven't examined every possible solution yet, so... There is no music playing in this area. Hey, Nick, what's this? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used to listen to them to listen to music. That still made sense. You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Fireplace? You have a portable record player now? Like, actually? Like one of the, like an actual portable record player? How is it portable if you have to use records? Aren't records, like, massive? I haven't seen one since I was a wee little baby child, but, like, I remember them being, like, pretty big. Whoa, it's a huge hearth. That's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things. Oh, alright, sorry. This is the size of a suitcase and the record extends out of it. So, like a CD player, but for records? Oh, wait, no, I misunderstood what you meant by extends out of it. Also, suitcases are all very different sizes. I don't know. Is it bigger than a bread box? Books? Shelf? My Life as an Ace Detective, unabridged edition. By Look at Me, Ace Detective. You've got one of those chips in a bottle thingies. Would you look at that? Oh, I missed it. What's a good comparison? I don't know. There's a microscope here, too. I wonder if he's researching something. The glass sides have different names on them. This one says, at me, virus. You know, there was I know I said one, but it's right there. This guy is just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. Probably about the size of a bread box. Well, here's the thing. What's the size of a bread box? I know what a bread pan size is. I'm gonna guess it's around there. So, like this big. That means nothing to you. I am a two-dimensional. Just like my personality. I need to remember to make my physical comedy, like, happen, like, higher, because I always do it, like, kind of low, but, like, then you can't see it, and that's the point. The desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Literally covered. Oh, I just love chemistry. 13 by 10 by 4. You see, I have no understanding of, like, dimensions. I just really am bad at spatial orientation like that. So, like, kind of, okay, so more than a foot, a little less than a foot, and about that, okay. Nice. Cynic, I bet you noticed, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No. It's just not. It's oxygen and hydrogen. The bunny is making noises. It's freaking me out. Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. Oh, shit. Is Maya an anti-vaxxer? She doesn't believe science. Table. I believe I've looked at everything here. Oh, I gotta go see Pearl. That's what I gotta do. Alternative news. Yeah, fake news. Also gotta drink your water. I had a piece of ice in my mouth. It looked great, didn't it? It looks like just not disgusting at all for me to spit my ice back into my water. Mr. Nick, welcome back! Oh, hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'm gonna make some tea with it. Well, you're prim and not proper. That's the wrong thing. You're fucking wonderful, aren't you? Hey, Pearls. It looks like she feels really bad about what happened in the detention center. Yeah, I know, it happened like 10 seconds ago, Gabe. Like, it literally has been less than fucking 10 minutes. Miss Maya, the tea's ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's have some cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls, she's gonna poison me. Oh my god, Pearl's gonna try to kill me. Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning. Oh, I dropped my DS. It just happens sometimes. Your muscles just spasm and fail you. Too late. This might be a good time to ask Pearl. I first met Pearls a year ago. Oh my god, I know. It was murder happened. She came to me and said, "You're Mr. Nick, right? Wow, you're Miss Maya's special someone, haha." Hey Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? This thing you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of a Kurine Village custom, sort of. We'll get to that later. It's not important. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, I mean, her mom is in jail, and everyone else that she's known is dead. Oh, yeah. I remember now, Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Lore. Loar. So you see, I'm the only family Pearl has right now, but it's the same for me too. Maya, your sister was brutally murdered in this very office. I don't know how you stand in here. My mother's gone too. There's hardly any men in Kurine Village. Why? Is this like the Gerudo? They managed to fit a lot more sprites in this game because they got good at compressing stuff on the Game Boy Advance. That makes sense. I like seeing games like progress and like just get like technologically more advanced. Like Fire Emblem is really fun to look at when you look at like what the original Fire Emblem was versus like what Three Houses is, and then you're like, okay. Even just like jumps between like generations, like between like Sacred Stones and like Awakening, right? That was the no. Was there a regular Fire Emblem on the DS that I'm just forgetting? Is Awakening Fire Emblem 9? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, that was Path of Radiance. Right. There was Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. I forgot about them. But, like, even just, like, the gap between there, it's really cool to see, like, games, like, evolve. But then again, Fire Emblem went from being on the Game Boy to being on the GameCube, so that's kind of a big jump. Pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago, about how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing spirit training, the spirit medium, right? It was originally on the NES. Yeah, but it's or Famicom, yeah. But I think it's really interesting to look at games as they advance, like, between installations. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a relation thing that makes sense. You know what I mean. Words are easy for people to understand if you say them well. Well, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Korean Village kind of revolves around its women. It's a matriarchy. Well, that's understandable, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I love women. Women are great. Yeah, but because of that, there tend to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, then they just start leaving. Especially if that man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Ah, that's rough. Man, dad's gone. Mother's in jail for committing a murder. Everyone that you know has died except for Maya. Like, you broke an urn? You don't know how to spell? You're 9 years old and you can't spell? She grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. What happened to your mom, Maya? She also brutally murdered? So your mother's still missing? Yeah, no one knows where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Faye, the current master of the Karine channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. I remember that happened, but I don't remember why it was special. It was Edgeworth's case, right? With him and his dad? That was the one, I believe. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. DL6. Don't lose. Danganronpa. L is not close to R. DL. Daisuke. Nope, I don't got it. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Well, according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Karine technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Deadline in 6 hours. Oh, I kind of remember that. I played 1 even longer than I played 2 ago, so like... I know it was a joke, but it reminded me that it was an Edgeworth's thing. Why did I say own realization? Because, see, assisted recall, that you made me realize it had something to do with the case, and then my brain was like, oh yeah. There's actually also another psychological principle. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. But actually, when you're trying to think about something, and you're trying to process a problem and think about it, your brain actually, even when you stop thinking about it, is processing it in the background. That's why, like, if you're trying to think about something and you can't for a while, and then you think about it later, and like it kind of pops in your head, you're like, oh, I get it now. It's not your brain all of a sudden remembering. It's that your brain has been really hard working for a while in the background trying to think of it. There's no one else with the blood of the Faye main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start making babies? I mean, investigating. We need new air. I mean, we need a new clue. We're just gotta learn anything sitting around the office. Yeah, I know, but I want to talk to Pearl. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearl's baby! Haha, Pearl's baby! I doubted you. Even though Mystic Maya can trust you completely, I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yeah? God, I keep skipping text by accident. Well, I'm gonna go out for a bit now. But where are you going? You're 9. Yeah. Hey, I think Pearl has the wrong idea about us make babies. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's like repopulating the Earth. At some point, I remember. At some point, you gotta just like, hey, Maya needs to fuck. Maya needs to make babies to continue her line. Especially because her line has magic powers. If it was just normal, they'd be like, okay, fine, whatever. But if you have the responsibility of magic powers that you need to make babies, you gotta make babies. Although I guess technically, Pearl also has that. So Pearl could make babies when she is of age, and legal, and consenting. I may be small, but I still have a lot of spiritual poncho. I have a spirit poncho. So I'm going to show you something that can be useful too by finding some evidence. Alright, bye, Pearl. Hey, wait a... She sure runs fast. She is 9 years old. Is she 9? I've been saying that. I'm pretty sure she is, but like... Yeah, she's 9. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Let's go back here, see if Adrian's around here. Oh, someone's here. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious... urn! Please calm down. What's wrong? It never ends! Everything I touch ends in failure! I am so sorry! I'll do anything to make it up to you! No, it's okay. I don't know how to look at it, but I'm good with my hand. Andrews. Adrian. What the fuck your name is. Calm down. I can make you another urn. Hold on, just wait. Okay, breathe. Calm down and talk to us. Forgive me, forgive me. So when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was gonna show it to the police, but the detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Abby to help with security? How was he there? How did he know? Huh? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yeah, I had a premonition something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So is that why there's security cameras even in the basement warehouse? Yes, Lily Taylor is very serious about that measures. That answers that question, that the look becomes before the mask. But like, I don't know. I feel like she's a bad egg. She wasn't actually bad. Actually, no. She still tried to help What's-His-Face kill What's-His-Face in the second game, right? Like, she still tried to aid that plan, if I remember correctly. But she just, like... But, like, it wasn't her fault because, like, she was, you know, being manipulated. I don't remember. I think so. It was the way of saying, bring it on, any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it. She tried to frame Matt? Yeah, okay, I remember. She did something bad. She's not, like, perfect. Matt was the killer. Oh, well, I guess she did a great job of it. But she did try to frame someone who she thought was innocent. Now, okay, that case is starting to come back to me now, the more that we talk about it. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit thing? It was all my fault! I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? I mean, the urn was stolen was a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual appraisal value was, well, practically zero. It was like $5. It was about $3.50. Haha, funny number. She knew Matt must have been responsible because Juan was gonna badmouth him. I don't remember who Juan is, so, yep. Oh, right, guy who died. Yes. Got it. I got it. Yeah. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But the Mystic Urn controls the soul of Mystic Ami. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective at me, but 5 days ago I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Karine. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was Mask to Mask. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not a possibility. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked they for breakfast. By, like, going inside their stomachs, like, literally just... Alright, here, before you go into the warehouse, I gotta get... Okay, just... come in here. Alright, you're clean. This didn't change at all. Do I need to present her with something? I see sausage fats in your cells. Yeah, she just takes a microscope and just is like... No, she pricks your, like, your arm, gets a sample of your blood, puts it under a microscope, and she has to sit there and wait the whole time. Very long and intricate process. Miss Andrews? I know, it's all my fault. It's done. Anything? What about Max? Max the Mask. Okay, well, that's not helpful. Is there anything to examine in here? I never actually examined this room, but I don't think I have to. Wow, this is incredible! It's a tiny version of my whole village. I got a great idea. We can make them. There's good flavor text here. I will check it out though. I don't know about that. The whole place is overflowing with junk. You die before you painstakingly recreating. Before you finish painstakingly recreating that mess. We can always clean it up first. True. Urns. Aren't these a bunch of old urns? Are these really treasures too? Of course they are! This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, I mean, I guess. So, all it takes is to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. No wonder nobody likes boomers. We get two boomer jokes so far. It's a folding screen of Quran sacred writings, but I can't read what it says on it. Really? I thought it was important. Yeah, my mother read it and taught me to memorize it. I'll be in trouble if I ever forget it. Looks like the Quran channeling school is teetering dangerously on the edge. Boop, 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 boop. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 ways to save money. Pretty sure that number has gone off since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. You think the screen there is the what? I think that I can't parse that message. Oh, the screen had the bullet hole in it. Yes. You're right. The green one, right? The green one had the bullet hole. It's probably where the secret urn was going to be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. Should I put my attorney's badge there? You know, as a replacement. I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Magatama? Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small. Hey, are you here yet, asshole? There we go. Hello? Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. This is a different voice than last time, but this fits better. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak in the atmosphere. Actually, we're kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected. What is? Zari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, am I correct? I mean, we already did this. Ha! So my estimation was correct! Zari. How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Talk. The night of the crime. He mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This was my 5th encounter with my Arch enemy. Is it Arch or Arch? I think it's Arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Mask the Mask since his very first theft. Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's secret hall, the crime scene itself. Svari is a very similar but not quite actual Japanese word Zabari, which is like an advertising emphasis word. So just like essentially exclamation marks in word form. So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? Pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrew hired him. Yeah, it seems like a... I just keep hearing noises. This is freaky, man. There's a ghost in my house. Yeah, so like exclamation marks, but as a word. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor, and it's the perfect trap. He must be the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the million-dollar question. What's his modus operandi? What's his mo? What's his maw? What's his maw? His giant gaping maw. Remember Mo the Clown? Oh, I will never forget. That is the one thing that is burned into my memory. I think I also peaked there for some reason. I don't know. That was really loud in my ears. Oh God, Mo, no more Mo. Did you know about the secret urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask the Mask. Secret urn has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what he stole? I'm a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you remember yourselves? Remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. I also don't throw pigeons to peanuts and pigeons. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. You throw seeds to pigeons? Remember not to throw bread because they become dependent, and then they never leave. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are but seekers wandering alone in the darkness. Well, I was wondering how the mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, strange, you didn't seem to know. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask to Mask. Well, Zawardo! Sick Joe joke. What the? It's a Cyclock. Cyclock? Cyclock? That was Maya. Hey Nick, what is this Cyclock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. You may notice a localization style change there. I mean, I don't remember the colors changing the negative behind them. Although I can do that, actually, on my own, which is funny. I can change the settings on the DS thing, just slide all the way backwards in contrast. Or not in contrast, in color. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what their secrets are. What? My Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave it to me. Well, it's true that Magatama is a prized family heirloom, but Pearl is the one who actually imbued it with powers, right? That's why I really don't know much about what it can do. This is the woman that's gonna take over the channeling school someday. Instead of the entire sequence being a Cyclock and the individual locks just being locks, now each lock is a Cyclock. Oh, okay, I see now. How do you break the Cyclock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool, I can't wait to see it in action. Okay. Take that! Take that! So you can say Cyclocks, not a Cyclock? Ah, I get you now. Detective Abby, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Mask to Mask commit the crime. I got my finger stuck. Oh no, I hardly can see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse. That much is true. You're a nerd? Nah, it's you know, it's attention to detail. A true detective's quality. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. Yeah, Take that! There was a security camera set up, and it took a photo of someone who went through the door. But you suck at detective? I mean, you play a lot of them, seemingly. I don't think you're that bad. Precisely. I hope you don't mind. We've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off once. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. Must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen a thief last night. The question is why you're trying to hide it. Some reason. Fast asleep, using the bathroom, or unconscious. Unconscious. Because he got beaten over the head with the sword. Take that! If that was right, I really thought the sword was used as like a crowbar, but man, look at me, putting together facts. You were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, look at me, could be so easily knocked unconscious? The sword proves it! That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hands of the statue of Ami Faye. Fuck. Furthermore, at the time it was not bent. Now it's bent. I guess you could say he got a really hard head. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. Oh, okay. That was it. In the hands of Emmy. Emmy sounds familiar. There's a lot of, like, Japanese words all sound the same when you hear the same word over and over and over again. Which is just really, when you hear a word and you hear it again, you're like, ah, oh, that one. Like, now, like, when you watch animes with the same characters' names and you're like, oh, that person. That Yakuza spinoff. I feel like, my friend's really into Yakuza, DJ. I don't know if he's actually played that game. What is happening? I don't like that picture that was posted in there. I was gonna ask him if he'd played that, but I saw something terrible that I refused to show you. I cannot deny there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So, you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber? What's an ugly way of saying it? But I suppose you can put it that way. The coward struck the precise moment I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? Excuse me. burping a lot. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. But perhaps it's the statue. It's the statue. Then my arch nemesis struck me behind from the head in the gruesome face we have. Those were words. You could read them. They were on screen. So if you were confused, I'm sorry. Mr. Abbey should have his poor head examined. Maybe that's why he's like talking and acting like the way he is. Maybe because he's freaking like delusional because he got beaten over the head. Also, I forgot to have the chatbot up, but whatever. It doesn't matter. How could you have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, it looks like we got one thing cleaned up. Okay, so this has the mask knocked out at me on it now. What? That means the greatest ace detective in the world? No, he never actually saw the thief. So if this were a Danganronpa trial, that would be the most important thing. And that's why it would be the mystery part of it. And that, like, what the person looks like is the mystery. Because we already kind of know how they did it. Because that's a pretty easy part. The real question is about who did it. Because we have no verifiable witness. We know that was one person who's hiding the statue. And we have no other real evidence besides that. So, yeah. But also, I'm really thinking that's not at me, because he was telling the truth. I could tell that he was lying. You've always pronounced arch enemy with a that's a T. Oh, arch. I see what you mean. I was like, that's a T. That's not a C. Because he was telling the truth when he said that he got knocked unconscious. So he is actually innocent as per the game's mechanics, right? Unless the game is something gonna pull a 180 on me. And he knocked himself unconscious. Maybe if he knocked himself unconscious, that it's not technically a lie to say that he never saw the thief because he knocked himself unconscious and then he used the power of genocide lady and got out of there with it. So the thief might not even be Mask to Mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Mask to Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera just for this contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo taken of the dastardly thief taken on the security camera. So the paint spilled. Is there something that's, like, different about this, maybe? I'm trying to see if there's any, like, notable differences in this. Oh, it's at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, yeah. I mean, that's consistent with what we knew, right? I mean, it's 2 minutes. Does that match computer data? It said 1 a.m., but I don't know, again, how pedantic they're being. Around 1 a.m., so yeah, around there. I mean, if we're being, like, intrigued about this, the hat is actually turned the wrong way. So I don't know if that matters at all, if it's an imposter. Because they did talk about imposters, actually, pretty early on. I remember in the chapter. So it could be an imposter that... It could be freaking... What's-his-face that actually did it, but he's an imposter. Or maybe... What's-his-face is the actual real one, and his wife is the imposter. And they're both actually Mask to Mask and Mask to Mask imposter, and they didn't know the whole time with each other. Case solved. Mask to Mask! The thief can be none other than the criminal Mask to Mask. After all, he's a very good reason for committing such a brazen crimes. What is it? What is his reason? What's his motive? So maybe might have a very good reason. Why am I yawning? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit these crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. Oh, there was. Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective to ever walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. Well, I guess just go look. I do remember that green envelope. Phoenix was like, well, if it's a thing, then we could go look at it. And Maya was like, how are we gonna know when it is a thing? Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atme said? Exactly that. I was literally just here. I just saw it. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. What's the date? Frequent flashback miles, yeah, exactly. KB, I don't know what KB is. 50,000? It's a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. How are you? You just let me take this letter off the couch? I'm just like, yeah, this is evidence. And she's like, yeah, sure. You got it. Oh, thank you for coming. So nice of you. What? Who is this? Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Oh my god, is that Gumshoe? Oh, Nikki boy, I'm so sorry, but I got another guess. Kaibi is Japanese for security. Wow. Who's this? Oh my god, it's Harry Butts. Nick, it's you, and Maya too. What a fluke. Larry, not Harry. Long time no see. What, you know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Something, if you mean I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married too? Way to go, dude. Harry's what everyone calls him in game 1. Ah, maybe that's why I had a false memory. I knew it. Just when anything can't get worse, it's time to cue in the butch. Larry Butts, since grade school, he's been, well, not a close friend, but we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. That was your very first client. Because someone killed my wife or something. My girlfriend. Or she killed herself. I don't remember. Got the storied history, I guess. Harry Butts. I don't like... Like, why'd they go for such, like, a... Like, I don't know. It's not, like, vulgar, but, like, it's, like, evocative of something vulgar. Like, for, like, the first character name in your game. I guess because haha funny, but, like... And what we used to say is something true when something spells. It's usually the butts. And now he's gonna do the Harlem Shake. Wow. He's barely moving. Did he's, like, putty for the phrase? Yeah, sure. Why am I yawning? When you're yawning, it means that you need air. So here, let's do some deep breathing exercises like Wii Fit Trainer and Smash. And you hold it in because you need to keep your air from escaping. Because if your air escapes, then that's when you yawn because you lost your air. So you gotta hold in the air as long as you can. And if you let the air out, it's bad. His Japanese name is Yahari, so they say Yapari. You know it's him. And in front of me is this pretty little thing here. See, two are old childhood friends I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm gonna check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Larry Butts. So what have you been up to this whole time? Oh my god, why do I keep yawning? What is she doing? She keeps jumping in out of her hay thing. Hi. Hi. Bye. It's been 2 years since I heard from you. Dude dropped off the face of the earth and you see him inside of a woman's house. Just some random woman. What happened to him, man? What's those clothes? You look well weird. KB Security! Hey man, it's a Golver. It's my uniform for my part-time job. I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. KB, now I get it.
Now I understand.
What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know Bennifer? I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. I thought we were in Japan. Or like in some weird amalgamation of like Japan and America. Also, it's a long A in Japanese, so KB. Oh, okay. Well, I get it now. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and then my whole life changed. Man, I've never heard of these people. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, I mean, sounds like you had quite the fun adventure. Women! You're so, I mean, I'm Larry, I'm an incel. I hate women. Gotta fix my hair. It's starting to come out again. Is Larry an incel? Discuss at your leisure. Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. It's the same old Larry. So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just just a natural born nice guy, is all. Well, actually, I picked this up while working last night. A wallet? You found this last night? Had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. So Ron's wallet was at KB Security, so he was involved in some fashion. But in what fashion? We don't know. Was he the one who was being bribed or the bribee? Why was the letter at his house? You think he's a time traveler? You know what? That makes sense. I mean, he got from somewhere, like... He was in both places at the same time, unless it was his wife. Or Andrew's. Hang on, let me see that. I knew it. Dusty's picture's in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Excuse me. A very gassy stomach. I don't know what I ate. Well, I mean, I ate pizza, but like, why is that? Is that what you're thinking at all? No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. I mean, also, Larry, come on. She's married. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. Miss Delight? That's the name for a sex object. Come on, name your female characters better, Ace Attorney, man. What is the name the head developer of Ace Attorney called? Like how there's Kodaka and Uchikoshi. Well, what's Ace Attorney man called? So you said you found out your job last night, right? Yeah, I'm working private security guard at the company. Security. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Security guard, huh? That's what the uniform is about. So what time was it when you found this last night? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? Trying to see if I'm guilty? Trying to see if I'm a criminal? Trying to see if I should go to jail? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. I mean, he works there. He works there? Mr. Delight? Yeah, sure. Here, look at this. It's in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for security company. It's got the serial number right on it, so no mistake about it. Their Japanese surname means too sweet. Oh. I see they kept the pun in English. You said you're working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why make a scary face? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. Find out much about this key card. Alright, bye, Larry. Peacing out, Larry. Peacing out, Larry. Peacing out. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought what's-his-face would be here. Let's look at the security guard. What's going on, brother? I don't know what I was going for there. No idea what words are coming out of my mouth. He doesn't have much to do right now. I can tell because he's making funny faces. Alright, nothing. Got it. Hey, buddy, I found more evidence in your, thing. Alright. Alright. I mean, I found evidence. Alright, I found evidence. It's, like, pretty important, actually, I feel like. Alright, I mean, I feel like this is pretty important. But, yeah, that's fine, I guess. I have a hunch. I'm gonna check before I talk to Andrew. For sure, yeah, according to security camera data, someone was in there. I mean, I can't use objects on the map, right? Because I was gonna think if, like, somehow you could get in there with that key card. But I guess I'll talk to Andrew. She might say that. How do you feel about blackmail? So, not a fan, alright. Alright, not a fan about blackmail, still I got it. Alright, so you're not helpful at all. I didn't mean to go there. I meant to go here. I guess I present it back to Larry, which is dumb. The entire point of Adrian's name is that it has an ambiguous gender. I would be curious why that was the point. Because, like, Is that, I mean, that's like naming like your kid like Chris, right? But like, why is that the point of it? Is it something for something to be hidden? Because of the killer screwing it up? Oh! Now I remember. Yeah. Now I remember that. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we work in to use the building I work in. I distinctly remember that now. Like, oh, I've seen her, or seen him, and you're like, it's a girl, dude. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record. Like a record? Like a music record? Wow. It's magic. It tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Oh, slow down, man. The data's off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I never have a chance with Desi. What am I thinking of when I think of the word Desi? Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. Okay. Okay. It's time like these when I wish lawyers were so powerless. Maybe I had to present the wallet back to him again. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I'm interested in? His wife! If Master Mass doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. What do you know about blackmail, Larry? Hey Larry, what about this? What, if you got something to say, then say it already! Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth! Alexa, play, never gonna give you up. I love when, like, streamers, like, say that, and then, like, everyone in the chat's like, my Alexa started playing, you said the word Alexa, or hey Siri, or hey Google, or, what are the other ones? I forgot. My Siri doesn't work. I've tried it many times to make it work voice activated. It does not work. For some reason. I guess my phone hates me. Multiple phones, actually. It just has never worked. I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No, it's not to you. It's sent to Ron. Man, you scared. I feel like it's his wife, right? Because she's a whole, like, I live my life of action. And then, like, there's a whole thing about, like, oh, it's actually, him. He's just a big fan of her. Right? Like, he, you know, the gentleman thief aspect, she's a life of action, but with a good heart. I feel like it's her, and it's being thrown off. Because it being delivered to both of their houses, because, like, that would be, like, the way of, like, that would be, like, the way of really, like, messing it up, of, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe Ron was blackmailing his wife by accident because of something, so his wife, in her panic, messed... What were those words I was just saying? But, like, he blackmailed his wife for some reason? Or someone else did? I feel like he blackmailed his wife because he wanted to meet the real Mask the Mask. I should be writing this stuff down? I should. Will I? No. It's more fun if I forget this by the next time I stream. Steal these plot ideas. Hey, I wrote that whole thing. Like, I wrote, like, a whole up to, like... I had 6 chapters planned for a Dangan fanfiction, and they were pretty good ideas. I will regale at some point, I think, if ever anybody feels like hearing them. I have the pages, actually. I found them when we were moving everything around, but I have then since lost them again. But yeah, that was a fun time when I was in Essentials of Marketing. Principles of Marketing. It's always the implementation that's hardest when you have ideas. Yeah, I managed to write up through, like, a chapter, like, up to, like, the trial of chapter 1, but then, like, actually writing a trial is, like, really hard. But it was when I was in Principles of Marketing, because, God, I hated that class, because I'm a marketing minor, or I have a marketing minor. Wowee, that was a boring class, because most of marketing is really interesting, because it's mostly psychology. Like, consumer analysis, if it wasn't already everything I had already learned in psychology classes, it would have been really interesting. But the problem was I already learned everything. But, like, retailing had a lot of interesting psychology part stuff. You're trying to design a text-only escape room thing for fun. You know what could be fun is I have Game Maker Studio 2, or 2nd edition or whatever. So if you felt like it, we could tag team it. We could make a game. Of course, you know, no pressure. I've been struggling to use it because, like, I kind of want to use it and I wanted to make an escape room type thing, but, like, at the same time, I haven't really had the drive to do that. You know what I mean? Although, actually, also, you're planning on keeping it in Java text only to keep it simple. Yeah, that makes sense. There was also, we've been on the screen for a while, so I'm just going to advance to the next one because, you know, that way the music kicks back in. I was made aware of the fact that there was an online... You just saw my home screen. There you go. Wow, look at that. I was made aware of the fact that there is an online-only, like an online version of an escape room from an escape room company that I have done. And I was thinking that could be really fun because it's like $10 and unlimited time. Although you set the time limit yourself, I'm assuming, to like keep integrity. And they send you like all the files and everything. And like I was thinking like that could be a really, really fun stream. But at the same time, I don't know how it works with like streaming it because like that kind of gets a little murky because like it's their thing, you know, it's their property. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know actually. I'll do some more research into it because I was thinking that could be really freaking fun. We like start it up, we take like an hour, like I don't even know like what I would set it to, like escape room. Maybe I could go live in Discord. That's also a good idea. I could also do that too. The problem is that like they send you I think like a zip folder with like everything in it with like video files and stuff. It's not like a whole application, like there's like an evidence folder and that kind of thing. I think it would have to be an application though, or else you'd have everything available for you at the start. I don't actually know how they did it. I'm very curious and I kind of want to do it because again, $10. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. Well, yeah, I mean, just right on his chest. Sounds like I really should find out something more about this KB Security company. I just realized we haven't met the actual prosecutor for this game yet. I wonder who it's going to be. KB Security, the company with the blackmail letter. You know it? Oh, that's the wrong first. That's where I work. Yeah, in fact, I'm on the job right now. So, what are you doing here then? Well, the boss. Oh, god damn it. Yes. How far away is the company? It's about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, fly down the road anyway. The apartment's pretty close to the Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Ron Light was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa, then he couldn't have stolen the urn! Hello? Is this the right residence? Ah, Pearls! Where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor and try to find some more clues, but I can't drive. I'm afraid I've gotten lost. Oh god, Pearls has gotten the wrong kind of neighborhood. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and found myself in front of that person's office. Who? That person who doesn't act his age. He always says sorry whenever he's excited. Look at me. I see that we're coming to get you. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? The phone call just now. She sounded like real cute. She's 9. Another one of your special friends. She's 9. Again, I like them legal. Oh, there's a bag on the table. That wasn't there before. Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya, Pearl, I never thought I'd see you again. Oh, now that you calm down. You smell an innuendo? What? Wow. I'm trying to think of a good joke to launch off that, but man, it's just not coming. Comedy's all dried up. Pack it up, comedy's gone. When I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't look like something's changed. Now that you're measuring it. I am an ace detective. Don't let you chat in these, you ruin everything. No, you don't ruin everything. What do you mean? You haven't ruined anything. I've ruined everything, but I can't. Okay, well, we're just gonna... Here we go. Do it really slowly. Yay. Maybe I should use, like, hair gel. What if I started using, like, hair gel to, like, actually, like, slick my hair, like, all the way back? Like this? How would I look? Do I look like a freaking idiot? Probably. Maybe I'll go, like, poo and just start shaving my head. What? That would be funny. I probably look like a 50s gangster. I actually was... No, I wasn't a greaser. In my freshman year of high school, we did Grease, and I was a nerd. Because they were like, we need some grease. We're going to cast in some ensemble members as greasers and nerds. And they were like they were going down the line of people like in the thing. And they were like, okay, greaser, nerd, nerd, greaser. It was like, oh, okay. They didn't actually do that, but I was a nerd, and I played the part very well. I had suspenders, and people got to push me on stage. Bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, what? You can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. It's true, and truth be told, I am kind of curious. It's gonna be the costume. Feels kind of hard. And oh, here's the innuendo. It's a dildo. Well, hello there. He's here. Let go of my dildo, sir. What are you doing, sir lawyer? Let's go of it. I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry, Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you! A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps just to make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial, Zvadi, shall we say the figurative, Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime. Dude, what? Wow, Nick, sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. Or was it him? Because he's got this mysterious case with nothing inside of it, but he got beaten over the head, unless he beat himself over the head. Unless they're all imposters. He's the real one, and everyone else is an imposter. There's two imposters. That would be a twist. Do you know what your biggest mistake has been so far, Sir Lawyer? It was beginning something in the first place. Sometimes I skip text by accident, and then I just lose it. It certainly doesn't sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. Luke Atme will take the stand, and then Zvadi, my testimony, will prove to be on the undoing of a lot of you. What do we know about the prosecutor in this game? I don't think I know anything, if I remember correctly. Is it Edgeworth again? Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Conspirators? Hee, you're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. Oh my god, my nose. First, yeah, but what if it was Edgeworth again? What if it was Edgeworth's identical twin Wedgeworth? So, lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? Edgeworth again was 2-4, you're right. You've taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try and defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Light is really Mr. Mask. Pronounced Godot correctly. It's because it's for Waiting for Godot, the stage of two men sitting on a stage that is really sexist. Because women can't play the characters according to the person who wrote the play, because they don't have, prostates. If you want the story and you don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to say a what in the comments, the chat, because it's a story. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure it's him. Okay, so Waiting for Godot is a French play by a philosopher that is I read up on this a little bit because I heard of it, and then at one point I looked it up because I was like, I've been talking about it, and I mentioned, like, I say it sometimes, so I want to know what it's about. It's a French play about two guys kind of essentially just sitting on a bench, like, just two people on stage the whole time. Like, absolutely nothing at all. It's just them waiting for, like, a bus or something, or, like, waiting for Godot, the third person, Godot. Three, this is my, I'm doing 2 quotation marks. Here, wait, I gotta, like, and they're waiting on stage, and it's kind of like debated what they're talking about. It's like, it can be about like life and death, maybe they're in purgatory, that kind of thing, but during the story, like, the only time that the actors get up and move and leave is to go pee. And they talk about how, like, oh man, their prostate hurts because they're old men. And at some point they tried to have women do it, and the writer of the play was like, no, women can't play this part because then it's not as I wrote it, because they wrote about their prostates hurting because they had to go pee. And everyone's like, dude, what? And he's like, yeah, no, you cannot have women be in this show. So I will find the Wikipedia article. See if I missed anything important. about the controversy, because I remember it being really stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, philosophical Christian stuff. Also, some think they're gay. Some people think that they're gay. And he famously ejected in the 1980s. Several women's acting companies began to do the play. Women don't have prostates, said Beckett, a reference to the fact that Vladimir repeatedly has to leave the stage to urinate. He tried to sue them. My God. Here's the Wikipedia article. Interesting restriction. I mean, yeah, he's so passionate about his work that, hey, if there's a woman on stage for Waiting for Godot, it's not faithful to the original creator, because it's supposed to be about men. Because everything is supposed to be about men. Nose is really itchy. Times may change, but sadly people do not. Well, you will understand this more when you're more mature. How old are you, sir? You're 34? You're not that old. What if I want to look in the bag? So what's in there, Nick? What's in the bag? I never actually got the chance to look. I know, I thought I was going to collapse with shock, too. It was something hard. It was his dildo. Dildo in the bag. 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 Oh, who's this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium is not hard to name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot? I don't know why Pearls turned British there, but in the presence of such a name, she was truly moving to changing her accent. But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that spirit mediums such as yourself would know nothing of this. All of a sudden, you bust in her unused Sprite. I can't believe that Sprite wasn't used! What do you mean? Her just holding a giant, for some reason, blurred out dildo? But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in the country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution's a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I remember hearing about someone like that. Do I? Did they mention him before at all ever? Is he the one with the visor? I remember seeing him on box art or something. Not surprising. Some people spend their lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks as though we're done investigating for the day. So, lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. It is time for the opening in Kingdom Hearts 3. Fuck it. What's it called? What the fuck is the song of the opening of Kingdom Hearts 3 called? Skrillex. Skrillex. Face My Fear. There it is. This starts playing. Kingdom Hearts. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. Alright, that's enough of that. Man, who liked the Kingdom Hearts 3 opening song? Because I don't think anyone did. Why was it Skrillex, is my question. The VOD has been muted. No, see, I was talking over it. And also, it only mutes that specific part. So, big brain. Big brain plays. News prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Why does ring shine? Is a ring, like, important and that's why it keeps shining? Thinking brain. Thinking brain. Was one of the things that he stole a ruby? Was one of the things that Master stole a ruby? I can kind of think about that. Like, a little bit. Oh, if I remember this, and it cracks this thing wide open. You've read a lot into this game so far. You've never seen anyone reach it. So listen, if you don't throw out wild theories, then why are you playing a detective game? You gotta, like, literally pick on every little thing, because sometime you'll be right with your crazy wild theory. Oh, did Master Mask steal a ruby? He stole the necklace? I remember him stealing a ruby, I think. I think I remember it being a ruby. This is why you're bad at detective games? No, see, you just gotta postulate random shit. Just hope something sticks eventually. I can't remember. I'm gonna say yes, because I remember it. But then again, memory is incredibly fallible. So, who knows? You know, it'd be funny if I, like, rearranged my screen like this. I'm not gonna rearrange it, but, like, what if I, like, then I put myself, like, right here. I'm the judge. And then we put the game, like, right here. Perfect. No, we put the game, like, down here. You can't see the bottom screen anymore. Why would you want to see the bottom screen? That would be terrible, actually. I'm gonna fix this. Put it back to how it was. Bonk right against the wall. Hey, Nick! What is it? Something wrong? No, but do you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out Master Mask Glossy. Oh, Glossy? Glossary? You bought this when? Oh! I see the difference now. That thing in the middle is missing. I knew there was something distinctly different about his appearance. Although the hat is going in the right direction now, so I guess the hat thing was I was reading too much into that. But I do remember that there's something missing, important on here. From the little tents in front of the courthouse, they have all sort of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. Did I have any food recently, like dessert? I had pizza earlier. I have brownie brittle behind me. I also had a magic pizza. Yep, you're right. I had garlic. I ate a lot of garlic knots because we ordered in from an Italian place. Because if you go outside, you're gonna die. That's hyperbolic and catastrophizing. That's not true. But I got like an order of 12 garlic knots, and I ate all of them, and I was not. My stomach is still kind of upsetting me for eating all of them. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it! I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I set the cotton card to Lorelei Taylor! I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime! Your costume is wrong, my guy. So his costume is incorrect. So I think he was the one that broke into it, but he's not the one who stole it? Or the real Mask Damask isn't involved in this at all, which is also entirely possible. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Nice. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please! I want to die, I guess! Oh, there you are, Ronnie! Bonjour, sweetie! Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour! Well, actually... Well, this is about the urn, not Mask to Mask. Yes, but it seems like he might have been the one that took it. Unless, like, she gave him the costume to wear? Maybe they swapped? I have no idea. Maybe he just wants to kill himself or his wife? I have no idea. I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I'll swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually, the thief is... Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be so ever cross with you because he'll die. He will be dead. Dead. Why are you smiling when you say that? Well, if you excuse me, I've got some errands to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. I don't really know if Ron's Mask to Mask, but the one thing I am sure of, he doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. Zoom. Man, Zoom classes. Can't wait for that to happen more. Oh, I'm glad that most of my classes are going to be not, like, Zoom lectures. It's mostly going to be, like, recorded lectures, read about it, and then you have to, like, complete a small assignment or something, because that's... I hate Zoom. Zoom is so bad. Oh, he is the dude with the visor. I was right. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What does he sound like? Does he sound a little bit creepy like this? Does he sound like this? Or is he a manly man? I think he's like a manly man. What a stupid question! What did you just say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? God, that's gonna hurt my throat. Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you should expect others to be. Or sexy. He seems to be, like, very, like, intense. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot. Legendary prosecutor. Never lost a case. I'll settle in with that. Oh, he's the one that Detective Abby was always talking about. I remember my friend DJ, who also played these games, loves this song. It's like the smell of coffee or something. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. The fragrance of dark coffee, yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know why, but before this game, I thought it was a coffee shop that they went to for some reason. It made me think of, like, Persona, how he, like, he lives in a coffee shop. Beneath the Mask, fantastic song. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. It's very Persona-esque. This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick. Right, it's like all prosecutors are the real deal. So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. I don't know who this could be. Do I? Is there any hint that I know who this man could be? Well, Prosecutor Gabo. Have I played Mother 3? I have not. I will finish Earthbound. Mother 2, whatever. One day, I will finish it. My Wii U is right there. It has my save data. It will happen. When? I'm not sure. I'm like over halfway through the game, I think. I also kind of want to play Mother 3, but I don't know how I will play it, because I'll probably have to emulate it. You're gonna make a masked man joke? Well, I mean, I know the plot of Mother 3. Well, not the plot, but, like, I know the big twist, because, I mean, everyone knows at this point. I mean, Smash literally ruined it. Like, you evolve your... Okay, Mother 3 spoilers. You evolve your Klaus spirit into a masked man spirit, or the other way around. You just kind of know. Ultimate has spoiled so many things. If you're curious, there is a end game spoiler for Xenoblade Chronicles on the menu of the spirit thing. Literally, it just shows you, because it's really... It's a huge spoiler that, like, this character, like, exists after a certain fashion. And, like, it's, like, right there. Yeah, I mean, because it's faithful to the series, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, 7. I forgot that that's how the community referred to them as. I forgot, that's pretty cool. That the entirety of the community came up with, like, a code name for the character to, like, actually, like, make it not that. It's kind of neat. Also, I may finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at some point. Maybe. I didn't like it that much, but... apparently it gets better if I spend 5 more hours playing it. We'll see. It's not Gabo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statements? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. 7 with the beanie hat is gonna help Junpei everyone get... Yeah, exactly. The sinking ship of spoilers. What is it? Are you familiar with saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? That is a sexy little smile he's got on his face, isn't it? Witness! We're coming. Oh, my name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Ugh. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Yes, soy. Yes, soy. Soy. My hand is itchy. Well, I'm scratching my knuckles, which, if you didn't know, is one of the primary, symptoms of someone who has bulimia nervosa, which is categorized by binging and purging. Which is a very large tonal shift from what I was just talking about, but I thought of it. Because it's I don't remember why they actually scratch their knuckles a lot. I think it's because they're like purging a lot, so they're like on the ground quite often. It might also be like the fact of them just throwing up constantly to fuck up their bodies. Soy milk cannot be labeled the word milk anymore. It's unfortunate. Is that true? Is that like an actual thing? The FDA came in and was like, we're not going to regulate vitamins, but we will regulate soy milk. In your state, at least? Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like it would be like an FDA decision. Master Mask, a master thief that started his crime spree 6 months ago. Wisconsin's a big dairy state. That makes sense. Man, Wisconsin cheese curds. They're not actual cheese curds, because apparently those are banned in America as a whole. Like, if you want to have actual, what's it called? The Canadian dish. Really yummy. Gravy, fries, cheese. What's it called? It starts with a P, I think. Anyway, cheese curds are banned. You can't have cheese curds. I'm gonna look it up now. Canadian cheese curds. What the fuck is this called? Poutine. Yeah. You can't have... Poutine is banned in America because cheese curds are illegal or something. I saw that because, I don't remember why I looked that up. But I looked it up. But you can still have, like, fried cheese curds, but, like, they're not, like, actual real cheese curds because it's, like, expired cheese. Apparently it's just not... The U.S. is just not dealing with that. He's so confident he sent to Colin Conf before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist as usual. He sent to Cotton, the Loyally and Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we make. That's why we're sure it's Master. If it's his MO to a T. Do we have that? This is yeah. So the actual identity of this Master Mask is Mr. Godot. What are you? What? Coffee? Where the fuck did that come from? I don't like that gulping sound. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all. But you can't be letting him slide this early into the trial. See with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Okay, well, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master stole the urn. Yeah, well, I mean, I can say that the urn is... The urn is worthless, but to which do I put that on? Like, it fits his MO to a T, or do I put it to he only goes after priceless stuff? Probably it fits his MO to a T, because it is true that he usually only goes after Let's see if I'm, like, super smart. Objection.
Objection!
Can I ask you a little something? Detective Gumshoe, was it? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. He said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. There's one problem. It's not what he did. You present it on either, which is interesting. I mean, I'm glad that the game made an exception, because it would make sense. I mean, it makes less sense to present it on, like, he goes after the most, like, stuff, because, like, that is inherently true. It doesn't always give exceptions. That's true. I wish there were more. Like, I wish that, like, there was more than just, like, one correct answer. Like, because there are multiple correct logical paths, but, like, again, sometimes you just need to know how the game wants you to say it. Supposedly, priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, it's a financial point of view. It wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it, and I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask and Mask would normally go after. Oink! If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask the Mask. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After all, actually all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask the Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? I don't like that sound. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down the acidity or the bitterness. It's the only thing I've got in my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. I don't... What do you mean? If you're saying it wasn't Mask the Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask the Mask methods. fake Master Mask. Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but yeah, I like it. Oh. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trait. Prove to the person who appeared on Lowly Taylor that it was actually a fake. Okay. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Well, Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Need proof that the person is a fake. Okay, well, I think it's this one. The proof is right here. Looks like the photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, there's something peculiar about it. Ha! Well then, show us what it is. Use this pointer. Oh. Godot hands me the pointer.
Take that!
It's right here, of course. One meme you'd like to share about this picture? I have here a reference I would like the court to look at. Isn't this the publicity photo I bought this morning? Well, yeah, it was incredibly useful, Maya. Thank you. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retrieve. What? A brooch, Your Honor. It's a clasp holding its cape, or putting it on your chest for, I don't know. Got stuck on a selector at that picture and selected his crotch. Did it work? A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask and the security camera photo, he's got no brooch. Oh, it worked because it's his wife. I get now. If that was, it might have been a bit of an unintentional spoiler, but I get it. I mean, I kind of was already on that train of thought anyway, but the thief that broke into Lowly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, the mask is a fake. I'm fooled again! Order, it's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you overlook this? I mean, it didn't make any sense how he could have been in the two places at once anyway, so. I'm sorry, sir, I don't know how I... Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you overlook such a large brooch? The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? That's the master brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. Brooch is misspelled multiple times. Yeah, I've noticed it's like B-R-O-A-C-H. I got at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? I mean, the Ami Faye statue. Why are you telling me about that, Soy? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? Why is Maya allowed to stand with me? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? She started sucking on it. Figuratively speaking, of course, I'm referring to Rhonda Light's fingerprints. What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Because it's a costume, it's a fake. It's neither of them is the real one. He bought a lookalike costume. Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I'm gonna chat to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care. What? This brooch is an alternative spelling? You know what? Alternative facts. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. You mess with Godot, you get the coffee. And you get burned. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness to the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective makes his appearance. Huh? The insult of Godot's was fire. Ah! 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. I didn't do the voice right away anyway. Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look At Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Well, these two make a perfect pair. They'd be each other's best friends when they tear each other's heads off. You've heard correctly. I skipped the thing by accident again. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If a Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is. That's not very nice. Why is this guy all by himself anyway? There's some reason, I'm sure of it. Well, tell us what the special monocle of yours, but I like that we're going more, like, between witnesses instead of, like, being stuck on one person for a really long time. I like I hope that this stays, because I really like kind of just, like, going through each witness more, like, often, thing, if you know what I mean. But I feel like we're gonna dig into this guy for, like, a long time. It's approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. I'm not even gonna read the rest of this because it's fucking false. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Master, dancingly descended on me. The coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Doctor swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 13 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. 5 minutes is being pedantic. You know what? I don't like my words being used against me like that. He said after the turn of the hour. This is specifically not before the turn of the hour. If he said around 1, that would have been fine. It's the way he said it. After the date changed. Yeah, so... Oh. You're right. You're right. I don't know why I thought 1 o'clock was when the date changed. That is what he said. I was wrong. So you didn't get a good look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. If only hours didn't begin at 0 like a raise. I've heard of this thing. I feel like we talked about this, about some people starting a raise at 1 or something. But of course, it's only natural. Well, Sir Oldtimer, we're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Bass, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Okay, cross. Let's see if there's anything innately obvious right away. Wait, now I'm confused though, because he says it was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning after the date changed. It's not just after, that's an hour later, right? I'm very confused by that, by this statement. You say press him? Yeah. Almost Christmas, he said wasn't key. Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it!
Yeah, I remember that. So, that would be 1 o'clock on morning of the 12th, right? It's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question! I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. This dude loves to say penetrating, and I don't know why. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. They said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoes also said they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely! That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew by not concealing myself, I'd be putting pressure on the thief. The thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. In any case... Okay, well, it turns like the wrong way. I should just keep pressing him, because there's nothing that's innately, like... Hold it!
Hold it!
There's nothing that's, like, jumping out at me as, like, blazingly wrong. Dancingly descended? From where, exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So, actually, he neither danced nor descended. God. So, how is it you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, he managed to get up behind me. This case, a lot of dancing on it? Oh, yeah, right. Wow. Whoa! His subtly camouflaged cape and his soft-soled shoes. Ace dunce. What if I just present the fucking this thing? Hold it.
Hold it!
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's how the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's about all I can recall. It's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I have my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. Captures the image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Go. Let's continue with the testimony. Okay. Hold it. Hold it! Hold it right there, you motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking ask you some questions. You better fucking hold it!
Hold it!
Can't with this game. We check on something. I'm wanted for fucking later this afternoon in 2 hours. Okay, I have 2 hours. I forgot that I started at 8 and not like later. We can get another decent chunk of this cut off, if not most of it. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? Actually, probably later than that. It depends on how far I get. I might want to finish it. Is this case finishable in like 2.5 hours? If I don't talk that much. If I talk a lot, who knows? I've been very talkative recently. Certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Yeah, by a fire extinguisher, actually. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? You can get Ron a non-guilty verdict pretty quickly, actually? Oh, maybe. We'll see how that's going. The only reason I didn't lose my memory is because I have more brains to begin with. In any case, I was knocked senseless, and then... Hold it.
Hold it!
I don't remember this being part of that. About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. He's passed out. No one can say, Your Honor, the span of time has truly vanished into the ether. What's he going on about? The statue moved. Okay, so it's before I could land a single strike. I feel like it's a contradiction based on what the game told me. But I don't know exactly as to what to say. This doesn't help me at all. The camera data also doesn't help me. Because I feel like it's like... Just as I began to turn, he struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. I'm gonna just loop it again, just to read more carefully what it says. It contradicts the evidence. Which piece? Why would he tell such an obvious lie? Well, he got donked over the head with this. This is about... Yeah, this is about that, so that's not... Oh! That red diamond. He is the real one. That's what he's wearing on his ring. Unless that's, of course, meant to throw me off. In which case, then, good job, game. But also, it's not helpful at all right now. Oh. Got it. Crazy diamond do. Objection!
Objection!
Mr. Atme, could you look at this with your special monocle of yours? This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Mask to Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask to Mask brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. How'd that happen? Ha, elementary, my dear lawyer. It wasn't glued on well enough. It's actually ripping. Gotta go. Guessing it won't be on when you get back. Alright, Salvation. Well, thank you for, if that isn't true, then thank you for stopping by and talking to me. And if you are not going to be back, then have a good night. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. It's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person who's in a position to have said struggle with said thief, and that is said Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Giving false testimony is a serious crime. I knew! Just a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. Of course. The true meaning of man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Fucking destroy Maya. So you're now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on, that's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I look at we completely agree. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, I didn't read it, but you just skip text sometimes. The thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Bam? Zvari? So in the end, did you catch a glimpse of Master Mask? Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Oh, it's understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. Judge, my man. You gotta be better than this, my guy, my dude, my friend, my compatriot, my ally, my I need more synonyms. Hold it.
Hold it!
Shame it out since music. So why'd you look away from the door anyway? It's just to the camera. I had proposed a variety of the senses as well. A variety. The alarm had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable while you were working on the computer? Let's ask about the sensor. What kind of sensors is he talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could exit and enter from. There are air conditioning ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat-detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. A lot of hardwire. Is it all yours? Lordly Taylor Department was kind enough to provide this monitoring software. Hardware, not software. Oh, you couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it!
Okay. My nose is itchy. My screen appears to have gone dark. Huh. Huh. Let's try turning it off. It'd be really funny if my 3DS bricked itself, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be funny? Turn off, please. Okay, there. It turned off. Turn back on. I don't know why it just, like, bricked itself there. It didn't really brick itself unless it doesn't turn on. Okay, turned on. Let's reconnect it with the... Oh, I had to launch NTR, I forgot. I don't know why I just did that. It was weird. I sure hope I didn't lose much progress. I mean, I only really answered 2 questions, and I could just skip ahead to where they were. Nothing really long happened. Uh-oh. Let's try this one more time. If this doesn't work, I'll have to look into it and fix it before next time. If there will be a next time. NTR, go. Okay. It looks like it's working. Looks like it to me. The little that I know. Shitty thing is that I didn't save! Okay, it's from here at least. Thank God. I thought it was... It said chapter start, so I thought it was from the beginning of, like, I had to do all the investigating over again. I was gonna lose my mind. Alright, so, anybody got any interesting factoids? Anybody have any interesting questions? So I got nothing. I sure do love skipping everything. Haha, game crashed. Haha. Get fucked. Let's check Discord. Is there anything interesting going on over here? Wow, nope. Nothing interesting going on. Wow. No, we're gonna be doing our Final Fantasy XIV clear later. We gotta do that. Wow. E5S 2 chest. Finally, we finally fucking cleared. Took forever. We spent literally like 2 weeks on this stupid fight because regular people that play video games are generally not very good. I'm just gonna press and hold down the button. Thankfully not that much happened, so I remember, and I will save now when I get back to where I was. It's really fun. Really glad that, just decided to do that. I hope it's not like a recurring issue, it's like a one-time crash, but then it crashed when I tried to open NTR a second time. Can I just... Thank you. Like, just let me go. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Objection! Objection! Objectione. I object. Shin.
Objection!
I object that shin. Object shin. Man, it'll look really great if anybody wanders in here that I'm literally just skipping all the dialogue. I swear I played it before. The game crashed. Can you give me can you give me the brooch and can I talk to the other guy? God, there's so much text in this. Take that.
Take that!
I wonder if selecting the crotch does work. Let's see.
Take that!
No, it does not work. I like how I didn't get penalized for selecting that, though.
Take that!
Yes, it's the thing, then... Wow, but Godot had it the whole time! He ripped it off! He ripped it off of him himself! He walked into the courtroom and he was just like... Not the courtroom, he walked into the fucking security office and just ripped it right off of him. Why don't they spell the word brooch correctly? I can only do that to one side. If I do it to this side, I'll be... Oh no, I won't be off frame. My neck doesn't bend right. Your body just not ever work? That's mine all the time. I lose control of all my limbs. I was gonna say I'm incontinent, but I'm not. As you've seen from my very rapid trips to the bathroom over and over again. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm just filling the dead air. Haha, funny people have to keep talking all the time, right? I just want to see the new content that I just didn't get to see because the game broke. What am I doing? Bum bum. Alright. What I witnessed. Object Ion. Object ion.
Objection!
There we go. How would you do that if you were this idiot? Boom, boom. So as soon as he gives the revised testimony, I'm going to say it, just in case there's a recurring issue that I'm going to need to solve. Yes, coffee, haha. Man, how much coffee does this guy drink? Is he, like, jittering off the walls? Do you have a... Okay, okay. I can't save during this, can I? I can, okay, cool. I wonder if I have to question him about the camera, too. About the sensors. I don't think so, because it didn't seem like it was super important. Because it was just like, oh, he couldn't have jerry-rigged the stuff. You know what I mean? Like, the stuff wasn't his to jerry-rig with. I was gonna ask about the computer. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Grasp it tightly in your hand. Whatever's hard and firm in your bag. Okay, didn't break this time. Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. You could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? Hold it.
Hold it!
What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. Goddamn millennials, zoomers, whatever I'm gonna yell at today. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, it exactly doesn't mean, haha. Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? He teaches better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. This is the epitome of the okay boomer, okay zoomer debate. Well, it looks like we've got that cleared up. You can go on with your testimony. What? Okay. Hold it.
Hold it!
There we go. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the warehouse to the door. Sword? You mean the sword that was twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shichusito. So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? Hold it.
Hold it!
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent to the ring this time was my arch-nemesis. Arch-nemesis. Whatever, however you pronounce it. I'm a ace detective, I don't care. I have no time for your puny pronunciation. Mask to mask. That's a real piece of work. Hold it.
Hold it!
Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might even say he was powericious. I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent bested me. You're blinded? Blinded by the light. Revved up like... what are the actual words? Now I have to look it up, because I don't remember what they actually are. Blinded by the light lyrics by Bruce Springsteen. A Manfred Mann's Earth Band. What? Was it not Bruce Springsteen? I guess he did a cover of it. Whatever. What is it? Blinded by the light. Cut loose like a deuce. Another runner in the night. There we go. Those are the lyrics. I was bathed in the golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. Statue of Ami Faye, I'm guessing. That wasn't really much helpful. What do you think, Nick? Something I'm absolutely sure of. He's definitely hiding something. I haven't pressed them on the other thing, so maybe you need to press them on everything. Hold it.
Hold it!
Because I didn't go back because the game crashed. Also, I have to ask him about the other thing, the fighting stance, if I really want to push him on everything. I already saw this, by the way, again, if anybody was wondering, if anybody cared. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Hold it!
There we go. Thinking, 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 thinking. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. You put your back to the wall, that way no one can get behind you. That's it. That's the happy fighting stance. It's very important. Of course it's important. We learned a detective's secret technique after all. Well, I mean, your back wasn't really to the wall if you were at the computer. Do I have a picture of the computer anywhere? Because he said when he went to go check the photo, the sensor, he hit him, and his back wasn't really to the wall. His back was... The computer isn't at the wall. But I guess that's not really a big thing, but... I guess I should push him on this. Hold it!
Hold it!
Where is this third eye you're talking about? What's visible to the unenlightened? You may call it the forehead, if you like. So, Lawyer, looks like creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So Mr. Abbey got hit in the forehead, then? That's what he says. Just so do I. So that part being added is really important. But I don't quite see in this very moment why that was important. Well, that's where all your blood was. Thinking. Oh, I don't have that much evidence. Hold it. I'm gonna just double check this real fast. Okay, not that. Okay, we're just gonna... Because they got in a scuffle, and that's why he wasn't looking at the computer. Because, like, my thought process is that he was looking at the computer, they got in the scuffle, and then that thing happened. But if they got into a scuffle, he's no longer facing the computer, he's facing that. Because that's not blood. Oh, hello, iTunes. Fuck off, iTunes. Well, if you... Okay, you couldn't have taken off his thing if you put your back to the wall, because he would have had to been looking away from you. Right? But also he's saying he got hit on the forehead. Well, objection.
Objection!
I mean, I guess that's the far easier thing, is just reading. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It's a pleasure to cross swords with you. The round swords thing. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet to my armored feet. I believe that's what you said yesterday. The coward struck me from behind. From behind, huh? But just now you testified they struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I made another mistake. Detective Abbey, it's not your only strange part of your testimony. For example, the fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is very strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Genius is such to myself has always been misunderstood. How sad. No, that's wrong! Here, wait, I'll get the, fucking, understand.exe, file open.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, there we go. Switch back to...
Now I understand.
Objection!
Objection. This is what his voice sounds like. I don't really like this voice that much. I like mine. Mine's a lot better, I feel like. It's deep and gravelly, like a man likes his coffee ground deep and gravelly. To err is to human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yeah, they even make mistakes.
Objection!
Hey, it's not as pretty as that. Whoa. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. Chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Defense asserts that... The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. He's actually mask to mask. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts in his story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously get back the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, dude, it's just, you're him. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it shows mask to mask. Security camera belongs to a lonely tailor department store. He should be able to manipulate it. He didn't need to! He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of writing security, and he simply dressed up as a thief and stole it. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Aha! Damask Simo is a pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, sir, lawyer. Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Detective at me.
Objection!
Oh, okay. Did he slap me? Oh, hello, coffee on my head. That's a good sprite. That's a really good sprite. No, Blend 102. One of my favorites. Objection. Mr. Cadeau, the ace detective's an ace, actually an ace thief. I can smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It's not true. But Mr. Cadeau, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I'll admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. However, it's nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trade. If the detective's really the thief, show us the proof to your claim. But it better be as hot as coffee. Oh, hi, Salvation. As perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Rip Phoenix's face. As I mentioned, I really like the spray. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. See decisive proof. Of course. Can I do it? That was one of the sprites you blocked out. Well, thank you. Because I would have... I enjoyed seeing that for the first time. Do I have decisive evidence? Well, why would his brooch have ripped off if he was himself, is the thing. My question. That would be, maybe it ripped off when he got out of the statue? Is the statue moving the definitive piece of evidence? I think it might be. But he was working security. He wasn't hiding. Did he say he was hiding? I forget if he said he was hiding or not. No, he said he was out in the open. So, who was hiding? So then, someone else was hiding in the fucking statue then. What the fuck? You know, worst case, I probably just take a penalty if it's wrong, right? Like, if I say the wrong thing, it's... Also, Salvation, you missed it. My, DS just, like, crashed when you were gone. Like, straight to black screen and, like, nothing. I couldn't do anything. I had to turn it off and turn it back on again. We had to restart from where I was. You don't see an HP bar? Yeah, I don't see one either. It's right here! Okay. Take that.
Take that!
Yeah, okay. I didn't think it was, but like, shit, I made an HP bar appear. I don't have a thing. Proof? Of course I got nothing. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get after all. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. I gotta stay on the attack. Never get another chance to prove it's him. It's no good, Are you just gonna give up and let us lose this? So have you come to your senses, Mr. Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godot, if anything further to add, then... Who? Oh, hi. Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Mickey boy, the thing you've been looking for. I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. It's in the bag. Well, that's not the right vase at all, is it? No. It's not the right vase. Because it's broken. What is all this purple shit all over it? It was a fake... They planted a fake vase? What is happening? That's the sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn! No, it's not! Everyone else is fucking blind! That urn, where did you find it? Not much is happening. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Desi, you're the best! Oh, Desi, you're the best! Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atney? Even you're gonna have a hard time weaseling out of the... It's not the right vase! Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It's amazing how quickly times change. In the old day, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atney was involved? Forecasting aspersions of Detective Atney. Consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that right? Yeah, what about it? Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered this stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? Certainly doesn't prove you found where the urn was before you found it. What? But I just brought it here from the detective's office. Should have called the police first, honey. Please, madam, the town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we had witnessed to. The spray in the zoomed out court of her, I saw she had a butt, but it wasn't, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at her ass. You're wrong, I'd never do such a thing. Mr. Light, please, Nicky boy, you've gotta help talk some sense to these people. Fingerprints? No. Maybe. But it's not the right urn. It's not the right urn. Why are we... It's not the right fucking one. It looks like fucking that. It's wrong. I can't prove anything yet. But Nick... Very well. Looks like that's all. And this urn is all the proof I need to make my case. What? You still don't get it, huh? Listen closely, Mr. Trait. This is the urn that Master Mask stole, right? And the wife of the accused comes strolling in here with this very same urn, huh? Now who do you think is the thief? Ah! No, that's wrong! Well, now I gotta go get it. File, open.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. That's why I've got it. Nick, you can't let him do this. Oh my god. Your Honor! Just fucking... testify about what I saw? Well, what I saw doesn't matter. By the fingerprints on it. Oh, come now. Oh, fingerprints is not the right answer. You're making me laugh, Saloya. Fingerprints indeed. I wear gloves. Yeah, I just, I just realized that. Shit. What about it, Mr. Right? Okay. Someone will left their fingerprints on it. The fingerprint should be on the person. This person should be on the urn. Shit, who is it? Mia! It's all her. I don't know. It's him, but not him. It should be Andrew, because she touched it? I have no idea. Take that.
Take that!
I needed to see the prompt again. That was the thing. The urn was put in the bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is... left their prints on the urn yesterday at the... Oh, Pearl? Who touched it? Was it me? Oh, it was me! Take that!
Take that!
I didn't realize it was me. Yeah, I got it now. So what's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? And we opened the thing. It was hard, difficult, and reason about, yeah. I forgot that happened. Like, not like forgot, but like I didn't like attribute that to that in my mind. Sure, I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. A little wet. I'm not gonna, I just licked my DS. Fuck. Well, that was just... I'm already spitting all over my DS. Licking it isn't much worse. Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on the urn. If my fingerprints are on there, it proves the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Objection!
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it doesn't prove when they were there, right? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibit, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it more valuable. Oh. Thinking. My head hurts from hitting really hard. She polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get on my fingerprints on it was after that. Yesterday, at the Atme Detective Agency. This blend, Godot Blend 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. His visor is like breaking. Order! Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I finally broke him down, because Phoenix is the thief. Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was supposed to create one by myself! Here I am, the tragic clown! This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask to Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Okay. Okay. But that wasn't the real urn. That urn was switched out. Well, Mr. Godot, what was Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I slapped some coffee on him, but I don't really know if it helped. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. We got like 1/3 of that finished. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you ran after all. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Oh, bomb. You're wrong, I tell you. I mean, I'm not exactly wrong so much, but actually not is what I really was trying to say. I like this guy. I like voice acting. He's not. Shut up. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you think all this is, but
Objection!
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What's he talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Speaking of the word odious. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. It's weird to me that the word hateful can mean both deserving of hate and filled with hate towards. Yeah, that's true. That's a bit weird. The English language makes no sense. It was created by a bunch of crazy people. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you're a masked mask, then prove it. That's what that means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. I mean, he's committed to his fantasy. Is that cute? It's called delusional. I kind of find it kind of personally a little sad. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. One chance. If you miss it, that's called a critical period. If you, in development, if you miss something in a critical period, it never will function the same ever again. Like language development has a critical period when you are younger. If you don't acquire language skills during a certain period of your life, you will never be able to reach the same level of language development as other people. You'll be able to get you'll get some vocabulary, you'll get like words, but vocabulary doesn't necessarily mean language. Fun fact. There's been a couple studies actually done on children who were raised in either abusive households or like in the wild, and they've gotten past that point of development where language acquisition normally happens, and they are not able to form language, sentence, conversation the same way that like most people are because they've missed that period. Now they get a vocabulary, they know what words mean, they get like a pretty robust vocabulary because they can learn. They're pretty intelligent, but they've missed that important part of communication. Another fun fact. Okay, then talk. We're all listening. Oh well, let's listen to this confession. Mask to mask. I'm just gonna like save again, only because like I'm now paranoid of my thing like breaking. I mean, you can't prove I'm actually not Mask to Mask, right? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night, and dazzlingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in the photo, that's me! As for my brooch, I snagged on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all! I don't like the sound of that. So every trial goes with me. Why? You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? When we make it through flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you'll stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask to Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Ganbate. Mr. Right to cross-examination, I guess. Oh yeah, he wasn't there at the scene of the crime. Objection?
Objection!
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had it lost somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. It's evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. It was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. in the KB security headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yeah, I'm serious. This proves that Mr. Light was there. It's not him. Fucking Christ. No! So the defendant was at the KB security at 1 o'clock in the morning. No! Considering the distance, it would have taken more than 30 minutes, according to Larry. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee! Come on now, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. The only one. I'll try, I'll do as I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up, doesn't he? He's like a kid his first day of school. Why would I have dropped my wallet to KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there, not at the heist. Planted it there. He's reaching now. Probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to the KB's Security's CEO's office. No! Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trait. Fortunately, you overlooked one small thing. Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Stupid kid! Take that!
Take that!
Mr. Delight, you've seen this before, right? That's...
What is it?
a blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. So his wife got that, but he went instead because he's delusional. Also, it's really sad that he has these delusions. Like, he really should be seeing someone to, like, you know, work on that.
Blackmail?
Yes. Basically, it says bring $50,000.
Certainly sounds like blackmail, alright.
Time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself in KB's security CEO office a full half an hour away.
No!
He's drinking a lot of coffee. This dude's got to pee probably pretty badly, and with his coffee also probably got to poop pretty badly.
Order! When the theft of the Erna card occurred, the defendant was in KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief is being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? You actually investigate the CEO at all?
Huh, well, I mean, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure how I think of that.
I'm not sure what you think. At least I know what you think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim.
In the planning phase, they're considering what drink they wanted Godot to have. They chose something more alcoholic originally. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't help at court. Like, I feel like coffee is a nice kind of like thing, but like, he's drinking a lot of it. Why not drink water? Teach the kids playing the game to drink water. Also, fuck, it's hurting my throat to do Godot's voice. No, we don't have to track down the CEO. There's someone else who can testify. Oh, here we go. Larry, baby! Take that, Larry! Take that. Take that.
Take that!
Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly, but just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Probably blocked that memory out on purpose. Also, I'm playing with a little Velcro thing, if you're curious what that noise was. Probably shouldn't play with that, 'cause it's noisy. I'll play with the dragon again. Anyway, this man was working security guard at KB. The question is the thing. He said the key card, you have to serial, leaves a record, the yada yada yada. There's proof. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing the keycard's data. Hey, he wasn't ready for that. Wow. Did we get Larry in here?
Well, Mr. Godot,
The name of CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was able to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here.
what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number. They leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
What that means, it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as the mask in this photo.
Ha! Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of Joe. So then... Some say that Mr. Delight's serial number is 5842189. That's from 1-5, right? Am I like right? That's from 1-5? Okay. Wow. Impressive powers of memory. Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO office at the time. Prosecutor's office ready to admit that fact. Bruce Goodman, yeah. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask. Good job! Nick did it, Nick!
That's enough? I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, anybody, you in the back there, you have a question? You want to say something?
No, Your Honor. Just go.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Not guilty. Oh, I did it. Yay. I do remember Cowboy Man in that. Yes.
Court is it over? Did I just win? There was a lot more to like do.
Am I now gonna be defending his wife? Cause like, Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light. I know you can do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't even know how I can repay you. Ah, shucks. You know, pay me. Pay me for my services. That's how you can repay me. You're rich, right? It's not as obvious as the two sisters, but the cowboy guy is supposed to be based on Godot. Oh, really? That's weird. Like, retroactively based on him? Because 1.5 was added in the... No? Oh, I have no idea. 1.5 was made late. Yeah, so 1.5... Yes, in my mind, what I said made sense, but what I said out of my mouth didn't make sense. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Oh, Pearls! I got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing! How dare you do this! You should be ashamed of yourself! Fucking... Pearl. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's their client's wife. Mr. Nick! You're even worse than I thought, going behind the back of your own client. I'll never forgive you! Oh, God. Double slap. Okay, well, everything ended well. Yeah, okay, cool, we did it. You're so right, it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. Actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us the urn back. It's not the right urn. Why does this guy look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know it, and I appreciate it, Desi, but the thing is...
Come on, give the kid some time. You just got a little touch of the blues. You know that blue feeling, right, amigo? Why am I Spanish now? I don't coffee in Spanish. I feel like I guess there's Colombian coffees. That makes some kind of sense.
Oh, hello. Do you like that voice? I like doing that voice. It hurts my throat. Like, no, it's kind of like Nekomaru's or fucking short, very short, or kind of like Gundam's, like a little bit, but not as like intense. Yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend's in the back off camera. Say hi to the wonderful people. Person. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. That's a sly smirk.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh?
Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Kane Bullard? We're defending him again! There was a murder! Wow. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security?
What, wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
What? You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time, that a cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So what are you doing here?
You haven't figured out already, amigo? Or have you already forgotten another piece of info I helped you out with today?
Help me out, what?
On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder.
Well, that's... I don't know how I'm gonna work around that. That just seems impossible. He was literally there when they were killed, unless his wife took his wallet, which I mean is possible. She loves him for his money. So, like...
After getting the blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with an utter rage.
Imbrued? Like coffee? What are you saying? Imbrued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you don't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He's once a professional security guard.
I did know that. We talked about this, Phoenix. Why are you acting surprised? We know that. We knew this. He had a security card. Like, what? But I didn't know that he was once. I didn't know he got fired.
Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is gonna be the one. It's gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. That can't be true. Oh, what type of thief, I tell you?
on, Delight. You're going back to prison. Again. Prison 2. Electric Boogaloo. This time the charge is much more serious. Now you're gonna be tried for murder.
Oh no, that's not good.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trade. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Probably got another 2 or 3 chapters with each other, even. Probably. Who knows? It's metagaming. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he? The white hair is throwing me off. Unless it's like a wig. Because, like, I don't know who it could be. Then again, also, I don't remember these games very well at all. He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
The mask's gonna come off in something, because, okay, also, if you're curious, this is always the case. If there's ever a mask on a character in fictional works, 99% of the time, it's because you, as the player, should already know who they are. I dare one example of that not being true. One example. Because it happened in 999, it happened in lots of other things. Lots of other detective stuff, in like any kind of fictional media, really. Anytime that a character's face is hidden with a mask, it is most of the time because it's going to be a dramatic reveal, because the watcher, viewer, player, whatever, should already know who it is. And that's why they're wearing a mask. I'm trying to think of times where like someone was wearing a mask where it wasn't important, actually, who they were underneath. I can't think of any. I didn't give it that much thought, but I couldn't think of it. Nick, how this could be happening? I probably won't go back into the other one. Like, I'll probably finish after this day, because also, doing that voice really hurts my throat. Right in front of my eyes, our client's been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie! At the next to be continued, which I feel like is gonna be right now. Arrested for murder on this very same day, he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next? I don't know, Phoenix. You tell me next week. I mean, on Friday of my stream. Alright, well, that's gonna be... I can't, my throat. It's at its capacity. I can't go any longer. Alright. I'm gonna save, because I'm freaking paranoid now. Because it crashed. Alright. Okay, well, I'm just gonna make this a quick ending. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with Salvation and anyone else that's here. God, okay. I finally let it get to me. I was strong the whole time. But, I'll see you guys on Friday, at least, for for the continuation of this. What happened? I set him up for murder by accident. Whoops. That shouldn't have happened. But maybe tomorrow or something. Again, there could always be PMD late streams. If you really want to watch, just look out. I'll be around maybe if you really care. But if not, then don't care. That's it.